right now we have a lot of stress. The shit that we see, the shit that we hear, even if it's just like just ambient noise, like it's everything. And at some point, I think people are gonna start cracking. People who are generally looked at as being resilient, strong, know how to figure things out. Okay, I got a plan. I think those are the people who are we're going to see. They're going to start cracking, and I know I can generally manage a very high level of stress. I can manage a million things on my plate, but now that there's just so much like shit just coming at us, and it's hard to ignore it. Like you go to the gym, TV. You on the you. I don't even listen to the radio in the car. Like, just you pick up your phone. You got an Instagram message coming through. Like, there's just so much. We're just inundated, and I don't know if just saying, "Oh, I'm getting off of social media." I don't even think that's enough at this point. Yep. So I guess in order to combat that, I'm really just trying to like not give energy to shit that I cannot change.
And I think it's also the ones who also put in the real work are about to finally see the fruits of their labor. This is that time, the reset, But I do think that, to Aaron's point, a lot of people who are, who have been solid throughout this I don't know, let's say 5-10 year period, and they've been able to show the ability to be resilient, you're gonna see them fall too. And they were honest, they were hardworking, genuine people, workers, whatever it may be. But I do think that we're at a point in time where only the strong will survive, and a lot of people are strong, but they've already are on the verge of falling apart. I look at the economy kind of like the entertainment industry. I feel like most of the times when people have been working hard for about, let's say, 5 to 7 years, you hear the stories of sleeping on couches and living off McDonald's chicken nuggets, and then they have that big break, right? And a lot of times they sign a terrible contract, and they go through this turmoil within the companies and the conglomerates that are at the top, and but that's what it was designed to do, to break you, to see who can actually make it through. And then even once you get in, right, once you get through the door, the first room is to break you even more. And then if you can survive that, then you can have the world. So that's kind of how I look at the economy right now. Those that were able to get through that door, which is only a select few, a lot of them are going to, they're going to fall, they're going to crumble. And then there's going to be a few that are going to be able to, coast and live through life and potentially live a great life after this period, however long it may be. And yeah.
You know what? And this is going to be, and it sounds so basic, but having this one skill is actually going to like determine if some people can make it or not. It's whether you can cook. Think how much money people who don't know how to cook and choose to not know how to cook, think how much money they spend on delivery and DoorDash and eating out and this, that, and the other. Just a month, or I guess maybe a week or whatever. But if you know how to cook, that means you know how to save some money. That means you know how to plan a meal, you know how to make it stretch, you know how to get your proteins when they on sale, you know how to buy your produce when it's on sale, and how to freeze it, and how much to keep and how much not to cook, and just all of the things that have to do with cooking and feeding yourself and your family. I'm telling y'all, that is going to be one skill that's going to break a lot of people.
That's actually been my week. Like this week, I said I'm not buying no outside food. I'm literally making it happen with what my mom buys 1,000 groceries. Like she's one of those people that don't even check to see what the fuck we got before she goes to the groceries. Like we just have so much things. So I'm like, without me having to buy anything, let me see how much meat we have in the freezer, which we have a lot. And I was like, and I'll make whatever rice, whatever macaroni, whatever whatever the fuck is in the house already.
Mm-hmm.
I've been killing it.
I got-
It's already Thursday, y'all. I've been killing it.
I got into a big debate with my girl about
You
this.
like that.
So-
Worrying about that damn
The
pizza.
pizza.
right.
She licked her fingers and put it in the damn Tostone a bag.
Oh my God. Yeah, you saw it, right?
She had mad dust on her fingers.
Anyway,
It had the nerve to hold the bag like this, as if it was hers. And I was like,
I wasn't here yet. So
there was a
Nigga said, but
There's
she
a
hungry
post-
though.
there was a post that I actually literally just got into it with my girl about this because there was a post and this guy was saying how he spent $750 a week on groceries. And I think there was 3 or 4 people, right? And
a week or a month?
a week, right?
That's a lot.
It's a lot, right? But when she said that, I'm like, I mean,
Do they shop at a traditional grocery store?
tradition.
I don't. What do you mean, like
No.
Costco?
Or because you know,
No.
like they have
Lidl.
Trader Joe's and what's that other one?
Oh, Master
Whole
Trader Joe's.
Foods.
No, who goes?
Well,
to
I'm
Whole
not
Foods?
sure exactly.
Yeah,
like,
select items.
I didn't watch
Yeah.
the video. She was watching it and she said it out loud,
Oh.
and I was like, well, to Aaron's point, I'm like, it's not that bad if they cook all their food.
Oh, okay.
And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, how much money do you think we spend like out to eat? Just in general. And I'm talking about like, there's no sushi in the house. So you order sushi from DoorDash that costs you $25, $30, right? So, and you didn't want to drive to go get it, right? So she's like, maybe $200. And when she said that, I almost threw everything in this house. And I know you don't know what the fuck you doing. You just be saying shit and doing shit, right? So when I was like, all right, I'm going to tally things up. So this was on last Sunday. Sunday when grocery shopping, it was about $225. And then I included that, right? In the total amount being spent.
Plus the ordering food money.
Yep.
Okay.
Right. So it was Wednesday yesterday. And I just did a midweek check, right? And mind you, she got to the point, Gemini shit. She ordered the sushi. I actually didn't even see it. My daughter is like, oh, you had sushi? I was like, I didn't have no fucking sushi. I don't even eat sushi. So she was looking in the garbage and saw the sushi. So I was like, oh, so you had sushi? She's like, yeah. I said, all right, well, just how much was that? She's like, $26. I was like, all right, cool. So I put that on there. So I did the tab and I ran. I'm like, okay, we're at $400 this week. It's only Wednesday. I guarantee you we hit $700 by Sunday.
Was that a week for the
That
400?
was from Sunday to Wednesday.
Wednesday.
It's nuts.
Including the groceries. So there was 175. Now we went out to eat at this breakfast spot that was like $100, right? We got kids, so it's 4 people is different than 2. You know what I mean?
100 for 4 people is great.
Well, and breakfast, but it's pancakes. The pancakes is $13, so I don't even know how. Well, it was like 85 plus a tip, right?
Or I'll be like, hey, you don't need no juice. You better drink that water.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Shit.
And then
We
And
got
I've
juice
been
at home.
And I've been drinking water.
I say that. I say that to say, yeah, you're right, because we don't even know. Well, I'm not gonna say we. I would say we, as in my house, know how much money that we were spending on food in general, and food is a luxury. And I actually was mad because I'm like, I realized that if I am one of those people who are spending $750 a week on food, I'm burning through $3,000 a month. Like I'm eating, or not me, but us. We eating $3,000 a month. I said that's $36,000 a year. I started sweating, and then that's why my vocals started going up.
And I'm not saying that like just a job skill. I'm saying, do you know how to clean your own house?
Yeah.
Do you know how to wash your own animal? Do you know how to do your own nails? Can you bleach your own hair? Can you cut your own hair?
I
Like
literally
those
had
kinda-
this conversation this
Gotta
week.
have a skill. Like, and that's just normal life living.
Mhm.
And that has nothing to do with a job
but it'll save you
or anything.
so
But like you got,
much.
just based on what you said, think how much money you save if you don't go and spend $85 on your nails. You know, or if you don't get the barber to come to your house and pay him $125, you just go to his shop and you pay $50. I mean, and I get that. Like my barber just moved away a couple months ago. I'm livid. He was right down the street and he cut my hair amazingly. Fuck you, Jesse. No, I'm joking. No, but he be watching. That's why I said that now. But And I found somebody else, and he, he's good, but he ain't Jesse.
It ain't the same.
And I gotta go to downtown White Plains. I gotta pay to park. It's just, it's way more. I used to just drive up, boop, hop in a chair, 2 minutes. Yeah. So anyway, but back to what I was saying. At this point, people got to get back to like knowing how to do some shit. You trying to call TaskRabbit to hang up a curtain, bitch. You better get on YouTube and figure that out.
I literally had this conversation this week because it would be so useful for everyone to know how to do some shit. Like men, like I know you're gonna call TaskRabbit to put up the TV. Because you said it. And that episode was really what brought me to this whole conversation.
I didn't put up the
Learn
TV.
how to do it.
I put the TV.
Learn how to do it. Learn how to cut your own hair. I mean, $50. That's how much I feel like we as women pay. I don't know how much y'all men pay.
It's a $50 haircut.
$50.
My shape up, and I don't even have cut on my hair, is $35.
Yeah, men's haircuts cost more than women's. Like at the shop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
My whole thing is always trying to find the psychological, like mental aspect of like what is going on in the moment. And I feel that these times are teaching us that you should be able to be first and foremost, you got to control your thoughts. You got to control your thoughts, and you got to say, these thoughts are either real or they're not real. That's like the first thing. And I'm always preaching like mindset and perspective to like my girl. I'm like, listen, is that shit real or is it in your head? Let's work from there. So first of all, you got to control your thoughts. Then you got to realize the time that we're in now, like what has been your pace? Like what has been your pace that has worked for you? Because I know like my pace, there's times where I'd be like, oh, I should be doing this, this, and this, and this. That's not, I have to slow down, and I have to say, if it was for me, it'd be here right now. And I'm always on some like, oh, just keep working. Just keep working. Just keep working. Just keep working. And then with that, it spills into patience, because like now I have the patience of telling myself, all right, you keep doing what you're doing and you will get what's for you in the very, very end or when it's your time. But I see shit all the time, and I see it like, damn, I should be. And I'm like, listen, you're just in the working stage, and it's not time for you to explode in that market. I feel that in my age, I've seen it. I'm not even going to say this, but I've seen things happen slowly because of the 90s, and I've seen things happen in a different way in the 2000s and then the 2010s. And right now, you can pick up your phone and everything is basically about convenience. Mm. And when you figure out that everything is convenience, you say, I don't need that convenience. Like, I don't order Uber Eats. I don't do DoorDash. I just heard what TaskRabbit was last week, and I was like, I'll keep doing the shit. I'll keep doing the things the way I do them. Like a lot of shit in my house, and it's going to sound crazy.